WWE must do this with Alexa Bliss or at least consider it seriously. And in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what that is and why I think you'll agree with me. Alexa Bliss made her long-awaited return at the Women's Royal Rumble last month, and it was a huge moment. After being absent for over 2 years, she came back, and let's be honest, the WWE Universe felt her presence. From the moment she stepped back into the ring, the crowd went wild. She has always been one of WWE's most dynamic and versatile performers, and now that she's back, what's next? Alexa had taken time off to focus on her personal life. She became a mother, then dealt with contract disputes and rumors about her future with the company. But now she's back, and she has the opportunity to reclaim her spot at the top of the WWE Women's division. But is WWE truly utilizing Alexa Bliss to her fullest potential? What if they made the bold decision to have Alexa Bliss win the Elimination Chamber match and challenge Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41? Let's break this down and see why I think WWE should seriously consider this scenario, and why I think a lot of you will agree that it makes perfect sense. Let's take a quick look at how we got to this point. Alexa Bliss made her return at the Women's Royal Rumble, and the reaction she got was nothing short of monumental. She had been absent from WWE for a long time, due to maternity leave, contract disputes, and various personal reasons. When she left, she was a top-tier superstar, someone who could headline any pay-per-view event, but her absence left a gap in WWE's women's division, and fans were eagerly waiting for her return. Alexa's first WWE match after returning was at the Royal Rumble, where she was able to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. This match will be one of the most pivotal of her career, especially given the incredible talent involved. When you look at the women's division today, there is no shortage of talent. We've got some of the best female wrestlers in the world, such as Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and of course, Rhea Ripley. All of these women are well established, and each one of them brings something unique to the table. But, and this is important, when WWE booked Alexa for this match, they made it clear that they see something in her. They presented Alexa not as someone who was just getting a participation award for coming back, but as a real contender in the women's division. She was placed directly into the Elimination Chamber, and she even qualified for the match in a victory. This tells us that WWE views her as someone who still has major star power. Now, going into the Elimination Chamber match, the stakes are incredibly high. The winner of the Elimination Chamber will go on to face Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41. This is a massive opportunity, and it's a match that could alter the course of Alexa's career in a very significant way. So let's dive into the reasons why I believe Alexa Bliss could and should be the one to win the Elimination Chamber and challenge Rhea Ripley. When you take a look at the competitors in the Women's Elimination Chamber match, it's clear that WWE has put together a star-studded lineup. We've got some of the most decorated and accomplished women in WWE history, and they're all vying for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Bianca Belair, for example, has been on an absolute tear for the past few years. She's a two-time WWE Raw Women's Champion and the winner of the 2021 Royal Rumble. Her athleticism and strength make her a dominant force in the women's division, and she's arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Then there's Bayley, a former women's champion and one of the most consistent performers in WWE. Bayley has reinvented herself over the years, from her time as a lovable babyface to her role as a more aggressive and calculated heel. Her experience and versatility make her a threat in any match, especially one as chaotic as the Elimination Chamber. Naomi is another name that deserves mention. She's one of the most athletic women on the roster. Known for her incredible in-ring skills and athletic prowess, Naomi has always been a fan favorite, and her energy in the ring is infectious. Liv Morgan is another highly popular name, having recently captured the SmackDown Women's Championship. Her journey has been an inspiring one, and she's become one of WWE's most beloved stars. Her resilience and determination in the ring are qualities that have made her an underdog favorite. But when you look at this lineup, and you compare it to Alexa Bliss, I think there's a compelling case for why Alexa should be the one to win this match. Alexa Bliss has been one of the most consistent performers in WWE for over 6 years now. She's been a multiple-time women's champion, and her ability to craft compelling stories around her character has made her a fan favorite for years. What makes Alexa unique is her versatility. Whether she's playing a dark, twisted character with her Lily doll or being a fan favorite underdog, Alexa can do it all. And that's what WWE needs right now, a fresh and exciting face to challenge Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. When you factor in Alexa's return and the energy she's brought with her, it's hard not to see her as a top contender in this match. She's been away long enough that fans are eager to see her rise again, but she hasn't been away for so long that she's become irrelevant. Alexa has the star power, the presence, and the charisma to stand out in this match and make an impact. If WWE were to go with Alexa Bliss as the winner of the Elimination Chamber, it would be a major moment not just for Alexa, but for the entire women's division. Let's face it, WWE needs fresh matchups, and the clash between Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania would be something new, something fans haven't seen before. In recent years, WWE has been heavily focused on Rhea Ripley's rise as one of the top stars in the company. She's proven herself time and time again, and she's established herself as a dominant force in the women's division. But a match between Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss would be an exciting challenge for Rhea, one that would push her to her limits and test her in ways that no other competitor could. On top of that, Alexa's return to the main event scene would inject new energy into the women's division. She's been gone for a while, but her return has already created waves. Fans want to see more of Alexa, and her character has always had the potential to elevate others, whether as a champion or in a supporting role. A match with Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania would be a perfect way to reignite Alexa's place in the main event scene. Beyond that, Alexa has the potential to bring something unique to the table. Her psychological character work, the dynamic between her and Rhea Ripley, and the potential for a compelling story could make for an unforgettable match. Whether as a face or a heel, Alexa has the chops to bring out the best in her opponent and put on a show-stealing performance. Now, let's talk about the challenges that would arise from a match between two babyfaces like Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley. The major issue here is that both women are incredibly popular, and they're both fan favorites in their own right. WWE has had issues in the past with creating compelling storylines when two babyfaces face off against each other, because there's always the risk of alienating a portion of the fan base. If WWE books Alexa to win the Elimination Chamber and face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, they'll need to come up with a strong storyline to justify the match. Why are these two women fighting for the Women's World Championship? What makes them want to compete against each other? This is a critical part of the build-up to the match, and it could be an obstacle for WWE if they don't handle it carefully. There's also the question of turning one of these two women heel. Would WWE consider turning Alexa Bliss heel to create that classic good versus evil dynamic? It's certainly possible, but I don't think that would be necessary. Alexa has such a unique character that even as a babyface, she can still be a compelling challenger for Rhea Ripley. The key would be to build the story in a way that allows both women to stay true to their characters, while still giving fans something they can invest in emotionally. While I'm making a strong case for why Alexa Bliss should win the Elimination Chamber, it's also important to consider what would happen if she doesn't. If Alexa doesn't win the match, there are still plenty of exciting opportunities for her within WWE. One possibility is a potential feud with Chelsea Green, who has been gaining a lot of momentum recently. Chelsea's heel persona is the perfect foil for Alexa's more subtle, psychological character work. A feud between the two could be a lot of fun to watch, and it would give Alexa something meaningful to do after Elimination Chamber. Another possibility is that Alexa could be involved in other storylines that elevate her to the top of the women's division, whether that's through title contention or developing a new feud. Alexa is still one of WWE's biggest stars, and they can find ways to use her effectively even if she doesn't win the Elimination Chamber. But that being said, I think WWE should take this opportunity to elevate Alexa Bliss to the next level. Whether she wins or not, she's a cornerstone of WWE's women's division, and there's no question that she's still one of the most talented and captivating performers in the company. So, should WWE give Alexa Bliss the chance to win the Elimination Chamber and face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41? Absolutely. This is a fresh matchup that would bring new energy to the women's division and elevate both Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss to new heights.